Alright, I'm going to tie a micro leech, and I've started off with a size 14 scud hook in the vise, and I've got a 3/32 tungsten bead. I'm going to add some additional weight to get this fly heavier, so just maybe 3 wraps of lead underneath. And again, it's not going to be much, but it's going to be a relatively light fly, so any additional weight I can add is going to help get it down. So I'm just going to smooth out that end section so that it doesn't shear my thread when I tie it in. And then I'm going to take a black 8/0 thread, and I'm just going to get that tied in right behind the lead and take it up through to make sure it's not going to go anywhere. Alright, now you can tie this with a lot of different types of material. You can use marabou if you've got it. I like to use a rabbit, cross-cut rabbit, so these are just zonker strips. And I'll take off maybe an inch section worth of material, and I'm going to take it right off the hide as to not add too much bulk. So I'll take about an inch section, so I'll peel that back. And I want to try to get all of it I can, and sometimes it helps if you fold the actual rabbit over. It'll give you a good section to clip out. So I'm going to take that, and like I said, just take it right off the hide, cut a nice straight tie-in point, and I'm going to place this right behind the bead head and tie it in, and work back to make sure I catch as many of those fibers as I can. You're going to lose some along the way, but you want to try to get as much of that caught in there as you can. So now once I have the rabbit tied in, and you can see it's going to have a lot of movement to it. The little bit of thorax I tie in is just going to be a peacock herl. So I'll take an end and just tie that in to the side, and I'll just start to take my wraps through. And then a couple of whip finishes. And I'll trim off the thread and the peacock. And so a couple of things with this pattern. This is a great trailing pattern on streams. You can fish this in different colors, so if you want to do more of a worm instead of a leech, you can. This is also a great stillwater pattern, so if you get out on lakes, etc., it's a nice pattern for that. I use a scud hook. So this leech, or this rabbit rather, is going to want to bind in the hook. If you had a straight shank hook, it's going to get caught in there. So I found with a scud hook it just works better to keep that from fouling. So there it is, real simple fly. That is the micro leech.